So welcome back, chess fans. This is Roland of Pinoy Chess. That is my YouTube channel. And we are here in the last game of the second day of the Grand Chess Tour, the Rapid Edition. The game is between Wesley So and Levon Aronian. And we are already in the 21st move here. And I have not started early. And it seems that Wesley is very much ahead in time. He has more than 20 minutes and less than 3 minutes for Levon. So let's get back or go back to the starting position to see how they progress in their game. So we have knight f3 for Wesley, d5, d4, knight f6, c4, e6, g3. So it seems that Wesley is regularly playing or employing this g3 or some sort of reti type position. So bishop e7, bishop g2, castling for Levon and castling for Wesley. Levon took on c4, queen c2, b6, queen takes c4, bishop b7. So it seems that it had transposed to a different type of d4 opening. What happened? I click on this one, that's why it go to the last move. Okay, so we have c5 for Levon after knight c3 by Wesley, and then rook d1, and then Levon took on d4, knight takes d4, bishop g2 takes g2, and king takes g2, and we have here an offer to trade queens with queen c8, and Wesley would not take on that, would not he does not want to exchange his queens. So the move is queen d3, knight c6, knight takes c6, queen takes c6 check, and queen f3. And now he wants to exchange queens, but Levon did not accepted. So the move is rook fc8 and bishop f4, and then now Levon accepted the offer to change queen, to exchange queen. So queen takes f3 check, and then king takes f3, and rook c5. It seems that the actual time has refreshed, so it's not really that Levon is less than 3 minutes. Maybe this is the corrected time. And then bishop e3, rook f5 check, and the king goes back to g2. Bishop c5, bishop d4, bishop takes d4 and rook d4 and rook c5. Rook a d1, king f8, rook d8 check, rook takes d8, rook takes d8 check, and rook to a8, threatening to take the a7 pawn, and a5, and then rook a7 check, and cover by Levon Aronian, knight d7, and h5, and king d8, f4, and an offer to trade rooks, rook c7. No, Wesley would not have that. Rook a8 check. Rook c8, and then Wesley now accepted the offer to exchange rooks. Rook takes c8 and king takes c8, and knight to b5, threatening knight d6 check and taking, and with a capture and f7, and then king d8 to prevent that. King f3, and knight c5, g4, king d7. I think this would amount to a draw. Good result for Wesley nevertheless if that would be the result. So g5, king c6, knight c3, and b5. King e3. Wesley is now centralizing his king, and b4, knight e4, and king d5. Knight takes c5, king takes c5, and king d3. So now it seems a very even position for both of them. f6, and it's time for Wesley to think. This is materially this is an even position, but there's still some tricks in the position. Lebon seems to have a more advanced king, so Wesley must take care not to overextend his pawns in this case. So what would be the correct approach here? The one with the last move or the last tempo would win this game. So Wesley should be careful not to lose any tempo here. He should evaluate each of his choices so as to ensure that he remains with one more tempo and not be the victim of an opposition by the other king. He must not give up the opposition here. Okay, so what's the result in the other games? No result yet, but MVL is winning. And Karyakin has an advantage over Giri. Okay, so and the rest, Wesley's game against Lebon and Grishuk against Nakamura is fairly even here. So let's see what would Wesley do. So the standings, Wesley is way up here at 9 points. So how many rounds in total is this rapid edition? This rapid edition has up to 9 rounds here. Okay. Okay, so what's happening here? Wesley had made the move. So what happened is Wesley took on f6, and of course Levan Aronian recaptured, and then b3 by Wesley here. Wesley is closing the position. This would be, I think this would amount to a draw, because there is no, the position would be locked. The position would go locked here. There's no entry point for any of the kings, and this would be a draw. Nevertheless, it's a good result for Wesley to have this as a draw. He is unable to break Lebon here. Okay. So we have a almost symmetrical position here, and yeah, this would be a draw. So Wesley cannot take on e5, because if he does, he would be leaving this g5 square open. for an entry point for the Black King. So with f5, we now have a draw and Wesley maintains his lead. So Wesley is now 10 points out of 12 and Livon is one game behind at 8 points. So Karyakin and Giri just draw their game. And Mamidyarab has a chance to go 7 points if he wins against Caruana here. So congratulations to Wesley for a job well done here again in the second day, and see you on the 7th game tomorrow, and I'll be continuing the coverage of this Grand Chess Tour Rapid Edition.